Tell us, what color?
What?
Red. Like your shirt? Your shirt is red too, right? Is your shirt red?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. So today we're going to talk about the Declaration of Independence. We're going to watch and Vita. We're going to watch a brain pop video on the Declaration of Independence, and then we are going to read a chapter about it, and then we will take the quiz as a class. Alrighty.
So Miss Cave, real quick, I was trying to do attendance and Rodney is showing up.
I'll take care of it.
Okay. I just didn't want, I thought he was in the other history class.
Yeah, he is. I think they made a mistake. So, okay. Yeah. Alrighty. So,
where did Invita go?
She logged off.
Well, she getting counted absent then.
Yep. All right. So let's watch our video of the Declaration of Independence. You guys ready? Awesome.
Okay, you go around the back of the house and create a distraction. What? I am not being bossy. Yes, I know you don't have to do what I say. Dear Tim and Moby, what was the Declaration of Independence all about? From Darren. Hey, let's take a break. The Declaration of Independence was just that. In 1776, the 13 American colonies declared that they were going to form a new country, totally independent or separate from Great Britain. Well, up until that time, Great Britain had ruled the colonies, even though they were all the way across the ocean. It made a lot of sense at first, maybe, but the colonies developed their own identity, and they had a lot of disagreements with their British rulers. In 1774, representatives from 12 of the 13 colonies met in the First Continental Congress. They wrote a Declaration of Rights and Grievances and addressed it to the King of England. But King George III was angry. He considered the Continental Congress to be traitors. In 1775, British and American troops faced off in battles at Lexington and Concord. Later that year, the Second Continental Congress met to decide what to do next. A lot of colonists were still against declaring independence from England. Then in January of 1776, Thomas Paine's pamphlet, Common Sense, came out. He argued that since the colonies got nothing out of their relationship with England, it was common sense to become independent. His forceful argument won over a lot of people. In June of 1776, a declaration committee of the Second Continental Congress drafted a statement of independence from Britain. The Declaration Committee included Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, Roger Sherman, and Robert R. Livingston. Jefferson was chosen to write the first draft. He divided the Declaration into three main parts. The first part laid out basic human rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and all men created equal. Jefferson also included the right of the people to revolt against bad governments. The second part was a list of grievances or complaints against King George III. The third part of the Declaration was a formal statement of independence. John Adams and Ben Franklin made a few minor edits to Jefferson's draft, but overall they were pretty happy with it. The Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776. Yeah, that's why we celebrate Independence Day on July 4th. On August 2nd, 1776, most of the delegates of the Continental Congress formally signed an official copy of the Declaration. Okay, I think we finally got enough ammo. You're revolting? Against me? Uh-oh.
Silly Moby. Sorry. Silly Moby. So that was about the Declaration of Independence and how the United States kind of came to be. So the 13 original colonies were upset with how Britain was ruling our colonies, so they wanted to be free and make their own country. So what we're going to do is we're going to read a little bit about this. So Chapter 2, Declaring Independence. So we have a picture of the original American flag with the 13 stars. We have a man here who kind of looks like he was from George Washington's time. And then we have the Declaration of Independence right here. We also have this here. What does this look like? What does this look like? This green thing right here. Anybody have any ideas what it looks like?
Looks like Washington, D.C.
So it kind of looks like states, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's states. So these are the 13 original states of the United States. So they were called colonies before we were free. So let's learn a little bit about how the United States came to be their own country. So we're going to mute our mics and listen until I call on you. Todd and Reggie start the scavenger hunt. They read the first clue. It says that all men are created equal. It says people have the right to live free. It says people have the right to be happy. So what is a right that people have that this is saying? Lily, stop that. We need to be listening and not being silly. Thank you. So it says that people have the right to live free. So Marzook, can you turn on your mic?
Okay.
Hi. So I'm good. So Marzook, let's listen. It says people have the right to live free. So people have the right to live what? Can you say live
Okay.
free?
Let's say free.
Good job, Marzook.
Free.
Good job.
Free.
Yeah, he said free.
Turn
Good
off your
job,
mic.
Marzook. You can turn off your mic. All right. So this document, it's the Declaration of Independence. Thomas Jefferson helped write the Declaration of Independence. It made the colonies free. So who helped write? So let's listen one more time. Thomas Jefferson helped write the Declaration of Independence. Gabe, can you turn on your mic? Gabe, can we turn on our mic? Hi, Gabe. Gabe, let's listen. Thomas Jefferson helped write the Declaration of Independence. Who helped write it? Can you say Thomas Jefferson?
Say Thomas
Casa.
Jefferson.
Good job. Thomas Jefferson helped write the Declaration of Independence. Nice job, Gabe. Gabe, you can turn off your mic.
Look what you do. Yeah. Click.
Miss.
Adam, I did not call on you yet. We need to be listening. The colonies wanted to be their own country. The King of Great Britain did not agree. He sent soldiers and there was a war. It was the Revolutionary War. So, Adam, did the king want the colonies to be their own country?
No.
No, he didn't. He wanted them to stay with Great Britain. He was mad. Did you have another question?
Yeah. Are these soldiers or are they king and queen?
So there are soldiers. So the colonists wanted to be their own country. The King of Great Britain did not agree. He sent soldiers and there was a war. So the king sent soldiers And the colonies had their own soldiers.
And also there was a military.
Yes.
Uh.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Can we say Revolutionary War? That's a hard word. Can we say revolution? Let's try that one.
Revolution.
Good job. What about you, Lily? Can you say revolution? Can you turn on
Can you
your
say revolutionary or revolution? Come on, Lily. It's history time. You
Lily, you're doing great. Let's say revolution. Good job. I saw your lips move. I saw those lips move. You want to try it again? All right. Awesome. Okay. So Todd, Reggie, and Audrey find the Declaration of Independence. That's a hard word to say. Let's try that one. Can we say declaration? Say declaration.
Declaration.
Declaration of Independence.
Declaration.
Declaration. And then say of Independence.
Independence.
Good job.
Independent.
Marzook, can you say,
Independent.
ready, Marzook? Ready, Marzook? We're going to say
Marzook, ready?
declaration.
Reason.
Good job. Of.
Of.
In.
Is.
Independence.
Pendant.
Good job, Marzook. Those are some hard words to say. So they find, you can mute your mic. They find the Declaration of Independence. It says the king was not fair. The colonists tried to be fair to the king. He did not agree. The king would not be fair. Lily, was the king fair? Lily, can you turn on your mic?
Yes,
Was the king fair?
yes,
The king
Let's read
would
it.
not be fair, Lily.
yeah,
So was he fair?
yeah,
So let's listen again. It says the king was not fair. Was the king fair?
yes,
No, he was not. It says the king was not fair. No. So was the king fair?
no,
No, he was not. Good job. The colonists would become their own country. The Declaration of Independence made the colonists free. They would not have to follow the laws of Great Britain. They would make their own government. The colonies would make their own rules. So the Declaration of Independence made the colonies free. So that way they could make their own government and their own rules. Hey, Marzook, your camera keeps lagging. It might help if you take your background off. The Declaration of Independence made the United States a country. They were free from Great Britain's laws. The people could choose their government. Very good. So, yeah, government. They could choose their own government. Good job, Marzook.
Miss King.
All right, we're listening. We're listening. Let's turn off our mics and listen. Reggie and Todd check off their first clue. They learned about the Declaration of Independence. They learned how it changed the country. All right. So, Adam, what was your question?
The king and queen, they live in a castle?
Yes. All right. Are your questions related to this?
Yeah.
No, that's not what I wanted. All right, let's take our test and then you can answer and then you can ask more questions, okay? So we're going to take the test as a class.
Miss Kavin, I'm taking a test.